The Dragon Boat Festival is celebrated around the world, but did you know of its dark and tragic origins? It connects the downfall of a kingdom and a poet's tragic suicide to sticky rice dumplings and, of course, dragon boats. The Dragon Boat Festival explained. Greetings, Mythstorians. The Dragon Boat Festival. A traditional Chinese holiday with a marvelous name. It's celebrated across Asia, from China to Indonesia. In Mandarin Chinese, it is most commonly called Duanwu Jie. That's Duanwu Jie. This literally means opening the fifth, in reference to the festival's position on the Chinese lunisolar calendar, the fifth day of the fifth month. And while its English name rightly conjures awesome imagery of oars and dragons, the heartbreaking legend behind it dates back more than 2,000 years. The tragedy of Qu Yuan. Qu Yuan was a senior minister in service to Chu Huai, King Huai of Chu. Legend has it the king allied with the state of Qing against Chu's advice. He labeled Chu as a traitor for his opposition and banished him from the kingdom. Chu was in exile. He traveled across ancient China, compiling myths and legends, and wrote some wonderful poetry. However, he still missed his homeland and suffered from severe bouts of depression and anxiety. Whenever this happened, it is said that Chu would walk near a well and peer inside at his reflection in the water's surface. That same well is still said to be around in what is now Hubei, China, although we can't confirm that. Years later, news would reach Chu that his king had been overthrown by the state of Qing. Not long after, Chu made his way into the Miluo River and gave himself to the water, never to return. Some, however, reckon he became a water god. It is said that people rushed after him in dragon boats, banging drums and throwing rice dumplings into the river so fish would eat them and not Chu's body. Sticky rice dumplings. The making of zongzi is a family pastime that requires all hands on deck. This food and the boat are staples of Dragon Boat Festival. In Mandarin, these rice dumplings are called zongzi. They're wrapped with bamboo leaves and contain sticky rice and a filling. They're typically filled with pork, but other fillings include various beans, mushrooms, eggs, nuts, chicken, scallops, red meat, and vegetables. Wrapping the rice and filling in bamboo leaves is a skill unto itself that is passed from one generation to the next. The time needed to boil or steam them depends on how much rice and filling is involved. Racing dragon boats. To honor the memory of Qu Yuan, people also race dragon boats every year worldwide on the date of his demise. The practice itself is thousands of years old and is thought to have spread from ancient China all the way to Greece. The first boats were made of wood, but their modern counterparts are usually comprised of lightweight materials such as carbon fiber. Today, teams usually consist of around 20 paddlers, a drummer, and a steerperson. Following the drummer's beat, the heart of the dragon, paddlers race against other teams down a waterway. The beat determines the speed, rate, and cadence of the paddler's stroke. The steerer stands at the back of the boat and uses a 9-foot-long oar to direct the dragon boat. Most races involve a sprint over 500 meters, but there are longer ones of 1,000 and 2,000 meters. Dragon boat races happen worldwide, but in Hong Kong, it's a competitive sport. Where the Dragon Boat Festival is celebrated. The Dragon Boat Festival is mostly celebrated in Pacific Rim nations. China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau all designated as a public holiday. Related and similar celebrations happen on the same day in Japan, Vietnam, Indonesia, as well as in South Korea and North Korea. So there you have it. That's the lowdown on the tragic and dark history behind Dragon Boat Festival. But there's still so much to explore, so why not join us in the next mythical video?